In 1800, the Library of Congress was established as the official research library of our United States Congress. Today, it's the second largest library in the world. In 1994, they began to digitize some of their collections so that people from all over the world could access the material. The digital content portal contains two collections from the Library of Congress. When you first log in, go ahead and select the grade level, either 6-8 or 9-12, and then you'll scroll down and this will not work. Okay, now I scroll down and you will see two of the collections from the Library of Congress. They're the last two collections. Let's go to the historic American newspapers first. In this site, you'll find newspapers from major American cities and communities between 1836 and 1922. There's two ways to do research in this site. You can either search by putting in the title or the topic that you want to research, or you can go to recommended topics. I found that going to recommended topics is actually helpful, even though it's a little limiting. If you go to subject category, you can see the different ways that they have organized some of the major topics that are researched. I wanted to research the Panama Canal, so I went down to the section on science, technology, and innovation. And if you click on the Panama Canal, it'll give you some important information about your topic, as well as some general search strategies if you want to go back and search through their search engine. But then notice that it gives you sample articles from the Chronicling America website through the Library of Congress. So if we click on one of these articles, let's say the Panama Catastrophe, it'll actually take you to an image of that newspaper from 1889. Now, the Panama Canal was not completed yet until 1915. It actually opened. So I'm not sure this article would provide us very much information. But that's one way that you can access articles through the Chronicling America website of historic American newspapers. The other way to obtain primary sources about your topic would be to actually go ahead and do a search here. And we can type in Panama Canal. You can see I've already been there. And we can actually limit the dates of the newspapers. Since I know it opened in 1915, I might go ahead and just put in 1915 to 1922 and see what comes up. Primary sources are extremely important for your research because they give you an unfiltered access to the thoughts and the ideas of the people who actually were living at the time. So whatever your research topic is, you do want to try to have as many primary sources as you can. This website would be a good way to get those. So it's searching now for articles on the Panama Canal between 1915 and 1922. As you can see, it found 17,514 results for me. Well, that's a lot, so I might want to go back and limit my search, add in some more terms, do an advanced search, and restrict the terms a little bit more. But let's take a look at this article here to see what it would look like. So we click on this article, and it's going to bring it up larger for us. You can see that it's looking for the terms Panama Canal, and it's putting them in red, highlighting them in red. So when the article actually does come up, you can play around and zoom in on the article. You can move it around your screen. This one's kind of faint to read, so you might have to zoom in quite far to actually read it. But this is a great way to get some primary sources for your research. Here's an example of how I could reference the article that I just pulled up through the website. And I'll go into more about this later when if you look at the EasyBib video, you'll see more about how to reference. But you'll see that it contains the regular information of the author's name and the title of the article, the New York Tribune from 1915. It also includes the date that this article was accessed, today's date that I'm doing this recording, and also the website that it came from. Back to the digital content portal, the other Library of Congress collection that is displayed here is the World Digital Library. This one, of course, contains manuscripts, maps, rare books, recordings, films, prints, photographs, architectural drawings, etc., from around the world. So you can easily go to it and look up different countries, different areas, and find artifacts and primary sources from all over the world. So good luck and have fun exploring the Library of Congress.